spectrum disorder, autism is made up of a constellation of symptoms, including difficulty with communication, social interaction, and compulsive behaviors.
They also have what we call stereotypic behaviors. One of them might be spinning in place or hand flapping.
Child psychiatrist Dr. Denise Duchik says symptoms can start in early childhood, as young as 2 years old.
Parents and pediatricians will recognize it early on, even before 2 years of age, depending on how they're communicating and how they're interacting.
While autism is a lifelong condition, treatments are available to help children with their speech, language, cognitive development, and social skills.
They can learn social skills. They can learn to communicate as well as anybody. They can, become involved in jobs. They can have families, and they can, function in the mainstream.
Doctors say for the treatment to be beneficial, it has to be coordinated with the school and home.
It's essential that they're getting all the help that they need in school, because they may learn differently. A lot of them may have language impairments, so they definitely need their speech and language therapy.
An IEP stands for Individualized Education Program. You'll hear people talk about IEP in different ways. There's IEP teams, there's IEP meetings, and the IEP stands for that plan itself. It puts into place what's called specialized instruction, which can be help in the general education classroom. It can be small group instruction. It can be one-to-one instruction. It can even be outside the classroom to help your child get the skills he needs to be able to work in the general education classroom. But sometimes it can be as simple as something called accommodations, and those accommodations are simple changes to the way things are being taught in the environment to help your child get there better. So for example, a child who needs glasses, a child who needs eyeglasses needs those eyeglasses to see better. A child who needs accommodations might just need a change in the where he's sitting, or he may need a change in the way the information's presented. For example, he may not do well with verbal directions, but if the teacher provides them in written form, it may be more helpful to him. There are also related services that can be put into place, things like occupational therapy, physical therapy, counseling services. Those are all related services that help your child meet the goals that are put into place by his specialized instruction. The IEP plan has goals, it has services, it talks about your child's strengths and his needs, and it has what's called a present level of performance, and the present level of performance talks about how your child's doing now. And all the other pieces fit together with how your child's doing now. The goals talk about how we're going to put those services into place to make sure that your child is moving forward, to make sure he's getting the same free, appropriate public education as other children his age. If you have an IEP, the federal law is very clear about who needs to be on that team. The parents are a very important part of the team. You have as much expertise about your child as you can bring to the table, and that's specified that you're part of that team. A general education teacher, an administrator, so the principal of the school or the special education director, a special education teacher, and anyone else who might be part of your child's team, a school psychologist, an occupational therapist, or a physical therapist, are all supposed to be part of this team by
the student and the parents to work very closely.
Home life of the students and parents have enriched my classroom.
I feel privileged every single day to interact and to talk to kids in their home language and see their faces kind of light up that I'm talking to them in Arabic or I'm talking to them in Urdu. Even though they're small words, it makes them feel at home, and it makes me feel at home too that I'm making a connection with the kids and I have a part in their life on this journey that they've made.
At our school, parents are very supportive of the students. They read books in their first language, which is extremely beneficial. In this way, students are developing complex language structures which are transferable over to English, and this is giving the students tools they need to communicate effectively and be able to express their higher level thoughts.
For me, it's very important program. It encourages pupils or students to participate in different activities in class. They will be more confident of themselves. I advise parents to get more information about this program and see how important it is.
Parents can support this by further encouraging curiosity at home, and speaking their language helps this.
I would say those who are not willing to go for the ESL program, I would encourage those parents that we should be open to the new ideas, because ESL program is really very good. It will benefit the child academically as well as socially. And same way, encourage both parents as well as teachers should encourage children so that the children will get good marks in whatever they do.
By going to community centers, to the libraries there in community centers, and he likes reading very much.
They help me with homework when I need help with my homework. They also allow me to use the computer when I need help, and they encourage me to read by going to the library and community centers.
Because we want to do this together. It's a collaborative piece that we're here for the kids.
I want to be a science teacher because I like science and I wanted to be a teacher, so I mixed them together to be a science teacher.
The opportunities that people get that can speak different languages is that in the government they can become a translator for when they're speaking to other countries. I need to work hard in order to achieve what I want to achieve. I keep like short-term goals, and once I achieve those goals, I make long-term goals so that I can get those too.
In Peel schools, we understand that English language learners thrive in a learning environment, which is challenging and engaging.
Part of our 21st century learning and looking at our students